Hey YouTube, A.Maze here, back again with another video. Welcome to our channel and thank you for watching. Guys, I know it's been a while. In the future it won't take me this long anymore. I just wanted to come on here when I had something very useful to give you. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so today's video is how to manage stress. Okay. This is something that is ongoing. We're going to always need confirmational tips on how to manage, okay? From whatever source the stress comes from, we need it. We need management, all right? So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number one suggestion, use affirmations, okay? They are so important for anything you're trying to do. Because remember, y'all, each and everything we think and feel and do, our actions, they come from our subconscious. 98% of our beliefs and our actions, our thoughts and everything else, our feelings, are from our subconscious. Okay? We have to program up our subconscious mind with proper information so that we can have proper behavior and proper feelings. We can be anything we want. Okay, if we program our mind for that, that's what we will become. So if you're finding that, you're a little tense overall, you just want to be a more relaxed person, you want to handle stressful situations better, you can give yourself these affirmations every day. All right. First, start with deep breathing. Use the 6-2-6 rule. Breathe in for 6. Hold for 2 and release for 6. You can either close your eyes or you can stare yourself in the mirror and say, I am peace, I am calm. I am peace, I am calm. Do that over and over again, okay? Or you can come up with your own affirmation, something in relation to your life, okay? Whatever response that you want to give to adversarial situations, program that for yourself, okay? However it is you want to be, use that as your affirmation. Okay, moving on. Number 2, repetition. So 1 and 2 tie into each other. In order for something to stick, it has to be habitual, all right? So what you're going to do for number 2, for repetition, is you're going to create a daily ritual. And you're going to do it at the same time every day. Because we are creatures of habit. And the things that we do routinely is what stick with us. Okay? That's why it's hard for us to change our bad behavior, because we're used to doing it. Okay? But it can be done. So when you start to change to something else, make that your habit. It gets easier and easier over time until it becomes second nature to you. All right? The universal law of association. When two or more things of a commonality come together to create a desired outcome, or any outcome for that matter, because it goes both ways. Energy can go up or down, good or bad. But we're here at this channel, we're promoting good things for our life. So, for example, diet and exercise, okay? They go together. Your chances of being healthy are much stronger, and it's increased when you put the two together, okay? What else? Hair and nails. Instead of just getting one done, get them both done. Now you really feel fabulous, okay? That's the law of association. So with that being said, you're going to pick something in relation to being calm, okay, and less stressed. It could be sipping herbal tea at the same time every evening after work. Sip a glass of wine. Listen to some 342 hertz music. Call a friend. Let it go along with your affirmations. Let those go together so that you can create more inner peace for yourself. It could be meditation, some kind of ritual that you create every day at the same time. And it can be done multiple times a day whenever you have the time, but as long as it's at a routine time every day, the repetition of it is going to create your new beginning. Okay? Moving on. Number 3. So for number 3, what I want you to do is I want you to remember universal law number 14. The law of resistance. Okay? Law of resistance says anything that you resist is going to grow. So something that is bothering you, be it a person or a situation in your life, the more you fight against it, the bigger of a problem it becomes. Okay? So if you're having trouble getting along with your sister-in-law, don't even bother with arguing with her. Okay? Especially if she's speaking absurdity. Always ignore absurdity because it'll get worse. Don't play tit for tat. Don't try to get revenge. Even if that person make you feel angry on the inside, keep it to yourself, okay? And don't worry about if they can read your facial expressions, because again, this is a process, okay? We're heading in the right direction, you guys. We're living in spite of, but we taking steps to get better. If you're used to cussing back at the person or lashing back at their unruly behavior toward you, take a step in the right direction by, okay, I'm not going to even say nothing this time. Now, you might be angry, because this is a process. It take a while to change behavior you're used to doing, but you can do it one step at a time. So don't be resistant to her. Ignore her. Even if you walk away like this, you steaming mad. Everybody can see it. But, at least she didn't say nothing this time. At least he didn't throw a shoe this time. I mean, whatever it is you usually do in reaction to something that sets you off, if you pick one thing to not do, you're going in the right direction, okay? The next time it happens, do 2 things different. Instead of storming off mad and reacting, walk away with a calm facial expression. Even if you boiling inside, you still doing something different than you did before. And keep that up. All right. Most of the time, the tips I give you, each one of them relate to each other. They're all interconnected. So far, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and some of number 3 we talking about. It all requires repetition in order for you to make this your lifestyle change. In order for it to become you. So resistance. The more you're resistant to something undesirable, the bigger it gets. Okay? Now, you just let that raging bull pass. That's exactly what it'll do. A couple months ago, I did a little short video. I was out on a stroll. I was walking, and I had ran into an ex-coworker who I considered an adversary because she had very bad energy. She never really said anything to me, but that was the problem. I could tell she had distaste for me for whatever her reason was. So instead of letting her bother me, I just let her be. And what started to happen was she noticed I ignored her, so she thought that she would turn it up a bit and start making smart remarks and nasty comments, hoping that I'd hear it. So that but I didn't react to it. I just acted like I didn't hear it. And what ended up happening is circumstances came and I left the job anyway. And where did that leave her? Probably feeling some discomfort because she wasn't able to get to me when I was there. So not only did I not allow her to bother me on the inside, but I quit working there. So now she don't have nobody to bully. Okay? So that's a good example of how the universe allows your non-resistance to something to dissipate. It'll dissipate if you provide non-resistance. Let that raging bull pass, and that's exactly what it'll do. Okay? The universe is powerful. Very mystical, hard to understand, but just know if you do your part, it'll do its part for you. And then also for number 3, we want to remember universal law number 21, which is the law of attitude, okay, which states that you can choose the kind of attitude and perspective you want to take on a situation. Depending on your attitude of a situation, you can change an outcome completely. All right? Now, I know it's hard, okay? And it may not be as hard for some as it is for others, but nonetheless, it all takes effort. So with that being said, what you can do about that is you can do scripting, okay? You can use verbal affirmations or you can script. Either way, do it repetitiously. Do both. The more you do, the better. The more you do something and the more often is how you get the results you want. So, your attitude towards something. If you don't like the job that you're in, I mean, it sucks. And it ain't necessarily the people that are there. It's just the job itself. Instead of saying, oh God, I dread going here. You probably do dread going there. But you won't dread going there over time if what you do is you say to yourself, I'm going to be able to pay my phone bill at the end of the week. I do have a way to get money. I can pay my rent. I am able to buy these shoes. That's how you change your attitude towards something. Find a different opinion about it. A whole new perspective. Okay? Just like something that bothers you, if you held a grudge against someone or you have a regret in life, we're going to talk about all that. I got videos coming up on the 2 things that I just mentioned, plus so much more. I got about 10 things so far that I want to talk to you guys about. So stay tuned. We got a lot to discuss. But in any of those cases, but right now we're talking about how to manage stress, change your perspective, which is your attitude. And that will change the way you feel. Okay, until you get a job that you like. But since you're there, you have to find a way to live in it, and despite the way you feel. Okay. One more thing, without getting off the topic too much, I want to say, since I've already mentioned it, as far as that, the reason they teach us to change our perspective so we can feel better, be grateful so you can feel better, and find peace so you can feel better is because your future is nothing more than an extension of your present. Okay? Whatever's in your head right now is going to extend to what we consider time here on earth. Your future is going to just be that. Okay? That's why we're trying to change our mindset, our inner being. We want to bring our higher inner being out so that as time progresses, we'll still be in a higher inner being. If that makes sense. Let me explain it to you this way. If you're in a relationship with somebody, say you've been in a 10-year relationship with someone, and this person is not who you would rather be with because they have habits you don't like, there are things about their personality you wish you can change, the relationship just not going well. They could be physically abusive, mentally abusive, or just suck as a person, whatever the case, right? And then you finally decide, I'm leaving this relationship. And you leave the relationship. You physically walk out the door and find somewhere else to live. And you no longer consider yourselves a couple. But guess what? You could move to the other part of the country, the other part of the world, and meet a new person. But guess what? You're going to meet another person just like that one. Why? Because you never did anything internally. See, we never attract what we want. We always attract what we are. So with that being said, your inner being has to change. You have to bring your higher self out if you want higher things. Because if you want higher things, you have to be able to attract higher things, right? But the only way you can attract higher is if you are. Got it? Good. All right. So let's move on. Attitude. A higher attitude will take you to higher places. And then I want you to remember also for number 3 is the number 33 law is compensation. The law of compensation says that you and you alone are responsible for what happens to you. All right. There's an expression many of us have heard, maybe not. It says, God takes care of babies and fools. Right? For those of us that have been awakened, there's no excuse anymore. We're no longer fools. we and us alone are responsible for what happens to us. So be careful what you think, say, and do and feel. Because all of those 4 things I named, they echo into eternity. And it comes back to you one way or another. If not in this life, in the next one. All right. Moving on. Number 4. One of my favorites. Practice self-love. See, all of these are interconnected. It takes self-love in order to be your higher self. And self-love means telling yourself how wonderful you are. If you love your child, you tell them how wonderful they are. Okay, you give them hugs, you give them kisses, you buy them things. Do that for yourself every morning. Look yourself in the eyes. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am great. I am wise. The 2 most powerful words in the world, in any language, is I am. Whatever you put after I am is what you become. Love yourself enough to become great. Because you already are. Just like the material possessions that you hope to realize in physical form already is. It's already done. You're already great. But it's up to you to be in the mindset to know it. Everything is up to you. Everything is mental. So self-love. Set boundaries for yourself. Don't be a people pleaser. Or if you are a people pleaser, set boundaries. That's how you love yourself. Okay? If you're the type of person that sets too many boundaries, that's bad as well. You need balance. Okay? Love yourself enough to not be too prideful either. Okay? I'll do another video and where I go in more depth about why pride isn't good. But I don't want to get off topic too much. I'm already digressing a little too much. We'll talk about all this stuff. I got a lot to say to you guys. And I want to hear what you have to say too. That's why they make a comment section. Make a comment section down there. Give me your thoughts, ideas, something I'm missing. Send me an email. If you got a question, I'd love to answer it on this channel. This is our channel, okay? I'm here to talk to you guys. So come on, guys. Don't be shy. Let's do this. Okay, let's move on to number 5. It says, never forget that you are a creator. So what that means is you've been awakened now. You're able to create a life for yourself that's desirable. Don't waste your energy on things that will become your detriment. Remember, stress is a waste of time. Because you are a creator, what's in your head is what's going to happen to you. If you remind yourself of that every day, that'll help you calm down. Okay? And be justified in the things you say and do. All right? Don't do or say anything that don't make sense. If you don't want to explain something, don't do it. Don't do nothing that you don't want to explain. Okay? Number 6, focus on what is pleasant. All right, that needs little to no explanation. So you might have a lot of things that you wish for or want to make happen. And because we're on a journey, you know, our belief in some things are stronger than others. I heard Abraham Hicks tell somebody to focus on the thing that brings them the most inner pleasure. And then the rest of the things will happen too, as long as you put energy into them. But the thing you believe in the most is what you should focus all your energy on. Because again, what you focus on grows. All right. Number 7. Now this is tricky. Think about the past. When I say that, okay, don't get me wrong. You're supposed to let the past go so you can make room for the future. But at times, nostalgia helps release stress. Okay. The happy hormones in your brain. You might be thinking about when your baby was born. Something in particular that brings you joy. Do that. Okay? You want to bring your vibration up. Do something that serves you. And if it serves you to reminisce on your wedding day, do it. And lastly, number 8. Oh, I like this one. I just learned about this. Remember the 5-second rule. Our human brains, if we think about doing something responsible, you got 5 seconds to do it before you decide to change your mind. So, for example, I'm going to just use the exercise example because it's hard for some people. If you think about getting up and doing jumping jacks, hurry up and get up. You got 5 seconds because if you don't do it in 5 seconds, there's a good chance you're going to give up on the idea. All right. That's it, guys. That's all I got. All right. But before I go, I want to leave you with this. I love this, guys. I'll be back again later with another video. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over the other. Said by Mr. William James. All right, y'all. It's been real. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell, because every time I upload a bit, blah, blah, blah. Every time I upload a video, you will be informed. Okay? Stay tuned. We got more to do. Bye for now.